Before you scroll, stop for a moment. Turn your sound up. What you're about to witness is not fiction. It is not fantasy. It is the brutal truth of a world that existed long before us. A world where survival was written in teeth and claws. Where giants ruled the land, the sea, and the sky. Where mercy did not exist and only the strongest survived. In this video, you will step into the age of dinosaurs. You will see how they hunted, how they fought, and how violence shaped life itself. If you are fascinated by nature, if you respect the power of the wild, and if you want to understand Earth's true history, then you're in the right place. Support this journey. Like this video to help us share real natural history. Subscribe for more cinematic, wildlife, and documentary content. Share this video so others can witness the truth of our planet's past. Every like helps this story travel further. Every subscription keeps these documentaries alive. Stay with us, because once this world begins, there is no escape.
Before time had names, before memory, before the idea of humanity was even possible, Earth was already alive. Not peaceful, not gentle, but alive with fire, motion, and change. 230 million years ago, the planet was unrecognizable. The continents were locked together in a single massive land called Pangaea. Volcanoes erupted endlessly, tearing the surface open. The air was thick with ash and carbon dioxide. The oceans were warm, restless, and dangerous. Life was struggling to survive. Most creatures were small, fragile, and short-lived. Reptiles crawled low to the ground. Mammals existed, but only as tiny, nocturnal shadows, hiding from a world far too hostile for them. Then, something new appeared. From the chaos of the Triassic period, a group of animals began to rise, quietly at first. They walked upright. Their legs were positioned beneath their bodies, not sprawled to the sides like other reptiles. This gave them speed, balance, endurance. These were the first dinosaurs. They were not yet giants. They were not yet kings. But they carried something no other animals had: adaptability. Their bodies evolved rapidly. Their lungs were efficient. Their metabolism allowed them to dominate harsh environments where others failed. While rival species went extinct, dinosaurs survived, and survival became dominance. As millions of years passed, Earth cooled, the climate stabilized, forests expanded, new plants appeared, lush ferns, towering conifers, and dense vegetation that stretched across the land. For dinosaurs, this was opportunity. They grew larger with every generation. Bones thickened, necks lengthened, tails became powerful counterbalances. Some species specialized in running, others in feeding, others in defense. The Jurassic period had begun. This was the true dawn of the dinosaur kingdom. Across vast plains, enormous herbivores moved like living mountains. Herds stretched beyond the horizon. Their footsteps shook the ground. Their presence reshaped ecosystems simply by existing. Creatures like Apatosaurus and Brachiosaurus fed on treetops no other animal could reach. Their long necks turned forests into feeding grounds. With each bite, they altered the landscape, creating paths for smaller animals to follow. But where there is abundance, there is competition, and where there is prey, there are hunters. Predatory dinosaurs evolved alongside their prey, locked in an endless evolutionary arms race. Sharp teeth replaced blunt ones. Claws curved like knives. Eyes moved forward, granting depth perception, the gift of a killer. Every hunt was a gamble. To fail meant starvation. To succeed meant survival. Dinosaurs did not kill for cruelty. They killed because hunger demanded it. The laws of this world were simple and unforgiving. Eat or disappear. By the time the Jurassic world reached its peak, Earth no longer belonged to chance. It belonged to dinosaurs. Across every continent, life moved to a single rhythm, the rhythm of survival under the rule of giants. Forests echoed with the cracking of branches as massive herbivores fed endlessly. Plains trembled beneath migrating herds. Rivers shifted course under the weight of creatures too large to stop. This was the golden age of dinosaurs. The land was alive with motion, not empty, not silent, but overflowing with life. Each species locked into a role carved by evolution itself. Dinosaurs did not simply live in this world. They engineered it. Herds of plant eaters shaped entire ecosystems. By feeding on high vegetation, they allowed sunlight to reach the forest floor, creating space for smaller plants to grow. Their waste fertilized the soil. Their migration paths became highways for countless other species. Without knowing it, Dinosaurs became caretakers of their own world. But peace never lasted long. Predators watched from the edges. Carnivorous dinosaurs evolved into near-perfect hunters. Muscles thickened, bones became lighter yet stronger. Their senses sharpened, sight, smell, and hearing tuned to detect the smallest weakness. Hunger was constant. A predator could not afford injury. One broken limb meant death. Every hunt was calculated, every movement measured. Stalking could take hours. The final attack lasted seconds. When predators struck, chaos erupted. Herds scattered. Dust filled the air. Young and weak animals became targets. The strong survived, not because they were kind, but because they were prepared. Among these hunters, some names would one day become legends. Allosaurus, with its serrated teeth, slashed rather than crushed. Spinosaurus, adapted for water, hunted both land and river prey. And later, in the final age of dinosaurs, a predator would rise whose name would echo through time. Tyrannosaurus rex. T-Rex was not just large, it was efficient. Its bite force exceeded anything that had ever walked on land. Bones shattered in its jaws. Prey did not escape once caught. Yet even T-Rex lived by the same rules as all others. It hunted, it ate, it rested, it bled. It could die. Dinosaurs were powerful, but they were not invincible. The world they ruled was unstable. Continents continued to drift apart, reshaping climates and isolating species. Some dinosaurs adapted to forests, others to deserts, some to frozen regions near the poles, proving they were far more adaptable than once believed. Seasons existed. Storms raged. Floods wiped out entire nesting grounds. Volcanic eruptions poisoned air and land. Every generation faced new challenges. Eggs were buried carefully or guarded fiercely. Hatchlings emerged fragile and small, prey to almost everything. Only a few survived to adulthood. Those who did carried the future of their species
In the
forward.
dinosaur world, life was not measured in years. It was measured in meals. Every sunrise brought the same question to every living creature. Will I eat today, or will I be eaten? Hunger ruled all. For herbivores, survival meant constant movement. Massive bodies demanded enormous energy. Dinosaurs spent most of their waking hours feeding, stripping leaves from branches, crushing tough plants, swallowing stones to grind food inside their stomachs. They traveled in herds not for comfort, but for safety. In numbers, eyes multiplied. Danger was detected sooner. When predators attacked, confusion favored escape. The old, the sick, and the young paid the price, but the species survived. This was nature's brutal math. Predators lived a different reality. They could not feed constantly. Their lives were defined by waiting, watching, calculating. A single failed hunt could mean days without food. Too many failures meant death. Carnivorous dinosaurs learned patience. They studied herd behavior. They followed migration routes. They attacked during storms, at river crossings, or when prey was exhausted. Intelligence became as important as strength. Some predators relied on ambush, exploding from cover with terrifying speed. Others pursued prey over long distances, using endurance to wear victims down. Blood stained the land, but not every hunt ended in victory. Prey fought back. Horned dinosaurs lowered their heads and charged with lethal force. Armored giants swung bone clubs capable of shattering limbs. Massive tails became weapons. Even herbivores could kill. Predators learned caution. Injuries were often fatal, not from the wound itself, but from infection or starvation that followed. A wounded hunter became prey to time. Even the strongest dinosaurs feared weakness. At the top of the food chain,